Happy. I was going to say hump days, but Wednesdays. Whew. Man, I was just crashed out and my eyeballs opened right up right away. And Ancestor says time to do a message because I had a crazy fucking night. Yeah, not like in that aspect, but I had a fucking premonition that just changed my whole perspective on things and my life. Honestly, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna share it with you guys in a minute. Look at ya. Got to love that. There we go. Lot better. I know I need to start getting glass water bottles. Yada yada. Definitely need to. But I don't think there's going to be a long download. I'm just going to get this out. Brought to you by Boomstick. Out the bing. And I'm wrestling with the idea of quitting smoking. Like, I was just thinking about that again yesterday, and I was fighting it again. I was like, oh, my baby J's. I wouldn't be as congested. So I'm making a list of everything that I need to get rid of. I've been cleaning up my room, getting rid of old items and so forth, which is good. Opening up boxes and seeing all these fucking old ass bills and shit. I'm like, I don't even need this stuff. So yeah, it's good. Slow down. I'm excited. It's good to go through your room and clear out old shit that you just don't use anymore. Besides, I am a hoarder. So for you hoarders out there, we keep a lot of shit, don't we? We just feel like we're MacGyver. We're just like, all right, man, but we got to hold on to this because we travel a lot and we just always on the bounce and shit. But that's just an excuse because we just love holding on to shit for multiple reasons. But that's not for this purpose of the video. Let me just get into the meat of it. So I had a download, and a stubborn demographic. A stubborn demographic when we listen to certain messages, and if you're intuitive, you will know. If you know, you know. Sometimes we get to this point where we just feel like we already know what's going to be said. We're like, okay, I get you. And then something shocks you or something hits you completely different, even though you heard it 1,000 or 1,000,000 times. So hear me out. Because one of my mission statements is keeping our inner childs alive and so forth, right? I believe I did a video a few days ago. I know, time is morphing together. Could have been another day. Was it the Stone Cold joint? I did a video the other day talking about how I'm always thank you, Spirit Team. Me at times like to customize how I do things. My friends back in the day used to say, "Oh, you always customize things. You always do it your way." A lot of times it worked, but it was a temporary foundation, right? And so I had to correct that so I can have more stable foundations. But being a student of life, you learn something new every day. So, is it midnight already? So this was yesterday. Okay, so forgive me. It's 12:29. So if you know, you know. Okay. October 29th. Damn, Halloween's coming up quick too. All right, so stay on focus though. Stay focused. So a few days ago, I did a video about my perspective changing, and I'm glad that has begun because we're all multifaceted. We all have buried layers that we discover when you do your shadow work. So today I was having a download, and then I heard something that just struck me, and it was crazy, the vision I had. I saw my 4th grade self on a balcony in Anchor, Turkey, where we used to be at when my dad was working, and just standing there looking at me. And then I looked at my desk, and I have a Batman picture of me in Halloween. Ironically, yeah, it's a Halloween photo of me in the Michael Keaton black Batman golden emblem costume, and I'm just posing. And I looked at that, and then I went back to my mind's eye, and I saw my child self, my inner child, standing abandoned So I abandoned him. Hear me out now. And it made me bawl. I started fucking crying like it hit me. I needed that. I needed to release that. So I saw my inner child standing on the balcony in Turkey, because when we were in Turkey in 91 till 94, I believe we came back to the States. I used to go out on the balcony a lot, just sleep outside at night, and the mountains was across the way, so it was just a beautiful landscape. Clear skies, so I was seeing the planets up in the yada yada stars. So it was just very peaceful out there, and it was the first time of me sleeping outside just by myself. It was just very calming and yada yada. And so I realized when I was in fourth grade in Turkey, there was a lot of stuff going on in my life, like a lot of responsibilities, bada bing. So I built a superhero persona to keep me going through it. It just hit me during the download. I was like, damn. So ever since I created that persona to protect myself from, being separated from the States and my mom and bada bing, there's a lot of stuff that we had to man up real quick, right? I created a Batman and a superhero, whatever, to defend myself or to keep me strong through these situations, because we were always on the go. So we weren't always in one location for too long, right? So when you're kids and growing up, it's just, it can be a shock to always just moving, and then you're bonding with people, but it's just like short term. So